Now, moving out of that sort of clear-cut territory, if you can call anything clear-cut, we got the question of Patti Smith, which, you know, you can't really talk about Patti Smith without talking about punk on some level. You know, she's called the Punk Poet Laureate. She's got punk in the entire public idea of who and what Patti Smith is. But the argument is certainly made that maybe she's more proto-punk than punk. That she was formative in the creation of punk, the aesthetic and the attitude, but maybe the music isn't strictly punk, whatever strict punk is, because how strict can you be about something that is kind of about not being strict, right? In terms of choosing Patti Smith music, it's a bit of a tough call for what's the punkiest of Patti Smith, and so I chose one song that I feel like has that sort of rejection of social norms in a way that I guess certainly the argument can be made that it's pretty problematic, and I am not meaning to support the idea of white people using the N-word for their own purposes. But I think it's an interesting and punk approach, and I certainly think that it is well-intentioned in terms of, like, not using the N-word for racist purposes, but potentially not appreciating the full weight of that. And then also, Gloria, I think, is, you know, you gotta pick something from Horses in terms of the influence, but really, just everything. Patti Smith, all the time. Good call. While we're on the subject of proto-punk, I'm also throwing in there Stooges' song, which is from the Velvet Goldmine soundtrack. This version is not, but I'm gonna fully acknowledge that my depth of knowledge is not, it's not very deep, and I do love, love, love the soundtrack to Velvet Goldmine, so I'm gonna fully accept the wimpiness of that and in choosing the song Gimme Danger. You should probably watch Velvet Goldmine because it's great, but it doesn't really have much to do with punk.